Welcome to BankCard Pro CRM account tracking software. In this training session, I'm going to teach you how to set up and configure your equipment and software section. On the login page of your CRM software, you're going to enter your username and password, agree to terms of service, and log in. And when you get to the home page, as a system admin user, on the gray menu bar, you're going to click on the Setup Configuration submenu. And you're going to scroll all the way down till you get to the equipment and software section. Now on this section, you're going to be able to manage all of your equipment and software and everything that has to do with that equipment, including the equipment sales tax. You're going to be able to edit all the equipment sales tax rates per state. You're going to be able to manage the equipment trade-in section. You're going to be able to look and review the equipment inventory and manage that. There's also equipment categories. Add equipment items to a category. Then you're going to edit the equipment cost for each equipment item. Then you're going to set up equipment manufacturers, equipment locations and warehouses, equipment platforms, equipment prompts and programming options, equipment communication options, equipment vendors, equipment warranty options, and pay options. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the first option, which is equipment sales tax. And on this page, you're going to be able to go in and add the actual sales tax for each state, and then submit the changes, and you'll be able to configure all the sales taxes. The next option, we're going to scroll all the way down, and we're actually going to start with, we're going to wait and do the equipment inventory, categories, equipment items, and cost after we first set up the manufacturers, locations, platforms, prompts, communications, and vendors, because all this needs to be set up properly in order to assign these options to the categories, equipment items, and costs, etc. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with equipment manufacturers, and here on this page you're going to see that you can go in and add all the manufacturers to all the equipment or software that you sell. Now if you want to delete an item, like let's say we want to delete Magtech, so we're going to check on that and submit it, and it's deleted. And then if you want to add that equipment item, you can just add it back, and you'll see that Magtech is added here at the end. So now what we're going to do is go back to the setup configuration, and we're actually going to go to the next item, which is equipment locations. Now I've already added 4 different locations. Some of my clients, they have a lot of equipment and software in inventory, but they say they have it at different locations, and they need to be able to identify what equipment items are located at what location. So what I've done is I've added corporate office, and let's say you have several locations in New York, Los Angeles, or Dallas. So you can add and use this option however you want to, and add as many locations as you want to on this. So now that we've done that, we're going to go back and we're going to go to the equipment platforms. So how is the equipment being used? It's either Nashville, Omaha, Global, Payment Tech, Nova, Network One, Echo, Vital, Omaha, and then just all the different options that you can add here for your use. So we're going to go back and we're going to click on the next one, equipment prompts, which is programming options. On this page you're going to be able to have a complete list of all the options that you can program into a terminal. Like let's say you have tips lines, table number, split dial, server employee number, or just server number. You have retail option. Just all the different options are here. You can have auto close, auto batch, bar tab, cashback. Just there's so many options, and once you create your complete list of all the options, let's say you have only maybe 4 or 5 options, or 10 or 12 that you use with a particular bank or processor. What you could do is manage items is the page that you're on, so you can add all the items and manage it here. Then you click on edit list, and here it's going to show all the options that you added that you can choose. Now what we're going to do for training purposes, we're going to choose MCPS, and we're going to just add a couple of items. Doesn't matter what they are, and we're going to move them over to the selected items, submit. So every time that you submit an online app for MCPS, these options are going to show up for the equipment that you select for that online app. And that's how this section works. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the next section. And we've done the prompts. Now we're going to do equipment communication options. And here you can add all the different dials, DSL, GPRS, different kinds of communication options here. And you click on Edit List, and let's choose MCPS as the bank processor. And you're going to see that every phone or communication option was chosen for this bank processor. And really, we don't use all that for that bank processor, so we're going to select everything and move it back to the available items. Then what we're going to do is we're going to just choose the basic items, phone line, DSL, just any items. It doesn't matter what it is. Some of these are probably outdated or not used anymore. So you could just choose whatever you want and then submit. And all these communication options have been applied to every app that's been submitted into the software for MCPS. So if you add if you submit an online app and you choose MCPS for that app, and then you add equipment to that app, you could choose what communication option the merchant is actually requesting for that equipment item. So that's how this actually works. So now what we're going to do is go back to the equipment section, and now that we've done equipment communications, we're going to do equipment vendors. Now this is actually a list of all the equipment vendors that you buy equipment from, like Task, BankNet Corp, Budget Terminals and Repairs, General Credit Forms, Ingenico, Integrated Terminal Exchange, Junior's Pause Depot, Paper Roll Chicago, Phoenix Group, Verifone, and so on. So you can add all the vendors of where you purchase equipment on this page. We're going to go back, and the next one is equipment warranty options. You can add your own custom list of all the warranty options that you want to provide to your merchants on this page. So once you add all this, you could be able to have these options shown up on each app for each piece of equipment. And you can even add one like, let's say, lifetime warranty. Add new, and it's there. Now that we're done with all the equipment options in this software, we're going to scroll down and we're back to equipment section. So now that we've set up and configured all the options for the MCPS, what we're going to do now is we're going to click on equipment categories.